10. Jordan a drive, hangs, fires, scores! He scores! The Bulls lead 87-86. Oh my goodness!
Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, I'm David Steinman, and today we're going to talk a little bit about form shooting. For those of you who don't know, there's proper steps, techniques, all different types of shooting that are out there. And what I'm going to speak to you about is the footwork. I'll teach you how to shoot from the ground up, do a couple form shooting drills, and then my partner Will is going to take you into a little free throw shooting. So now
Hello, Will. Today I'll talk to you on how to approach a free throw, how to get into rhythm, and how to create a routine to consistently make free throws. So now I'll go to Dave and talk about the form shooting.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Once again, I'm Dave, and I'm going to speak to you about the fundamentals of shooting a basketball the proper way. So we're going to start with our feet. When you're shooting a basketball, if you are a righty, your right foot is slightly in front of your left. If you're a lefty, left foot is slightly in front of your right. All right, to measure that, you take the opposite foot. For in my case, it would be my left foot. Take my left big toe into the indent of my right foot, shoulder width apart. After you get your feet all lined up, you want a slight knee bend. All right, when you bend your knees, you want your knees to be directly over your toes. That's going to create good balance, and it's also going to be one step closer to our athletic position. Next, after our feet are in line, our knees are slightly bent, we're going to have a slight waist bend forward. By bending forward at the waist, you're going to have your shoulders be directly over your toes. So for any sport, whether it be football, basketball, baseball, lacrosse, field hockey, anything, a nice athletic position, feet shoulder width apart, knees over toes, shoulders over the toes. That's how you're going to shoot a basketball. Everybody about proper arm positioning when shooting the basketball. All right? The most important thing when shooting the basketball is creating a nice L in your shooting arm. For righties, it's going to be your right arm. For lefties, it's going to be your left arm, creating the nice L position for the basketball to sit right on your palm. Now that we have our feet shoulder width apart, knees bent, our nice athletic position, we create our L. Right here, perfect L. Basketball will sit right in the palm of our hand. All right, now that we have our nice proper L, our shooting arm, we want to make sure our elbow is over your left or right side, depending on which shooting arm you're using. So if I'm a lefty, I want to have my left foot slightly forward, elbow over knee, create that nice L in my arm. When shooting the basketball, there's a technique and a saying called BLESH. It stands for bend, which is the B, L, which is the lift, E for the extend, S for the snap, and H for the hold. All those relate to how to shoot a basketball. Good base, knees bend, nice athletic position. L position, I'm going to bend, I'm going to lift my arm, I'm going to extend my elbow, I'm going to snap my wrist, I'm going to hold my follow through, finishing with 5 fingers facing the ground.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind.
Good. Now that we have the proper dry technique down for shooting a basketball, now I'm going to incorporate the basketball into the equation and talk about how to handle the basketball. First things first, when shooting a basketball, and I'm in a nice L position, the ball should rest slightly on my fingertips. If you can see, there should be space between my hand and the basketball. You should be able to fit one finger between the basketball and my hand. That'll create a nice balance for the basketball just to rest in there. All right, when you shoot the basketball, you want to make sure that you have backspin rotation on it. The reason being, that'll create a nice soft touch. Check with the feet, bend the knees, shoulders over the toes, create that nice L. Nice separation between your hand and the basketball. And you just go through BLESH every time. Bend, lift, extend, snap, hold. You create that nice backspin. Now, as a lefty, remember, left foot slightly in front of our right. Right foot, big toe, indent, shoulder width apart. We want to have our knees bent, athletic position, shoulders over the toes. Create that nice L position. Nice L position in the arm. Good separation between the hand and the basketball. now that we're here, we're going to get the bend, lift, extend, snap, hold, finish 5 fingers to the ground, create the backspin on the basketball. And that's the form shooting. Now we'll talk about some drills to help improve your form shooting. Now we're going to walk through some corrective shooting drills to improve your shooting skills. Will's going to be our shooter today. Alright? Every time Will takes a form shooting shot, he's going to start with his feet check. Alright? He's a righty, so he's going to have his right foot slightly in front of his left. He's going to test that out by his left foot, middle of his right foot, shoulder width apart. Now that Will has a nice good base, he's going to bend his knees, creating his knees over his toes. Now he's going to get a little waist bend, bringing his shoulders now over his toes. So if you can see, Will has his shoulders and his knees over his toes. Now he's going to create that nice L position with the ball. Ball rests slightly in his hand, create some separation between the hand and the ball. When Will goes to shoot, he's going to remember the Blesh method. He's going to bend, lift, extend, snap, hold. So now the next series of drills is adding the guide hand to our form shooting. So in this situation, I'm going to keep my checkless feet, and I'm going to add my guide hand. The guide hand is only there to keep the basketball in your hand. So nothing changes. When I bend, lift, extend, snap, hold, the guide hand does not move. Only keeps the basketball held in place in my hand.
Kane is in the building.
Show goes on all night till the morning. We dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun? Just remember when you come up. The show goes on. Alright, already the show goes on all night till the morning. We dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun? Just remember when you come up. The show goes on. Have you ever had the feeling that you was being had? Don't that shit that make you
Some of the most important things in jump shooting is making sure that you get your knees bent and you allow yourself to get good lift on your jump shot. Follow through and hold your follow through. You want to shoot your jump shot the same way every time. So whether you're wide open in the corner or you have a 7-footer standing in your way, you should get lift on your jump shot every single time. That way it creates consistency. A simple drill that I do is I call it +1 -2. And you can do it 2 different ways. You can run around the key, in, shot, or you can slide across the key, shot. Every make is 1, every miss is -2. So if you're working with a buddy or if you're working by yourself, you first 1 to 10 wins. And if you get to -10, then you're out. So just something simple, and it works on your mid-range game. In this next drill, you come off the screen. So what you do is you come to your curl here, you plant your left foot as you turn the corner, and you explode up. Next thing you do is you slide right to the corner, shot. There you go. Take off, and you do the same exact thing on the other side. And typically, this is what us as shooters, what we do all the time. It's coming off screens, you get a shot right there, and you got to learn to get the ball off quick. If my timing is off, if I'm holding on to the ball or I'm letting it go too soon, I come to the free throw line, whether it's in practice or I focus on it in the games, to always get my foot, my body right, and go straight up and release. Whenever you feel like your shot is off, go to the free throw line and work on your free throws. Develop a routine, a rhythm, focus on that rhythm, and do it every day. And when you do it every day, free throws improve, and then your shots can improve. Now that I'm in the comfort zone, the next thing I would like to do is develop a routine. My personal routine is spin the ball backwards and bounce it 3 times. For everyone, it could be different. But make sure one thing, you consistently do this every time you're going to take a free throw. Everyone doesn't have to follow my routine. Everyone has a different way of approaching the free throw line. And here are some examples.
Come on, guess he's back, dirty. STL dirty. I'm like Magic to Kareem, man. You tell me I ain't worthy. I ain't speaking about a jersey, I'm speaking about income. Get your head up, Elizabeth. Here come the big one. I put more money in the community than you got in your budget. I want my put your advance to the toilet then flush it. My last stance be a stance of a General Custard. I hot dog cause I can. I got the cheese and mustard. I got the stats of a Hall of Fame in just 2 records. That's why I'm back up at the Super Bowl with Julius Peppers. I got that can't stop, won't stop in my veins.
Welcome back, everybody. That concludes our lesson on how to shoot a basketball. I hope you learned something as a spectator on how to shoot the ball properly.
Everybody, remember that the most important thing about basketball is having fun. So enjoy yourselves, be safe, peace.
They can stop me now, cause I'm on my way. I can feel my ring coming. It's the blood of a champion, pumping deep inside my veins. Too much pride to be running. I'ma get what I can and more, even if my blood, my sweat, and my tears don't mean nothing. It's the heart of a champion.